How we doing?
Yes, Court, how would you describe like the aura and atmosphere of Mile High for a night game on national TV?
Yeah, shucks. I mean, man, describe. Let me see. Electric. I mean, that's the only word I can really give you right now. I would have to go to the SARS to figure it out. But yeah, it's just electric, man. The energy that the fans bring, man. It's like you can feel the whole city. You know, even though people might not be in there, it's like you can feel the whole city. You know, obviously everybody says it's a national game. Everybody in the country is watching Monday night, but you know that the whole city is tapped in, the whole state's tapped in to watch us play on Monday night, Sunday night, whatever the primetime game is. But to play those night games in Power Field, it's a lot of fun, man. We have a lot of fun in there, and it's always a party in there. And you know, it's even better when we're able to get a win in there.
Court, you guys have won 6 in a row at home. Has there been a common thread that's allowed you guys to kind of start to be a consistent team there? And how important is that to what you guys are doing in the big picture?
Yeah, shoots. I mean, what is it? Half of our games we play at home, and you know, it's huge for us to be able to protect the home field. You know, sure, everybody at some point has played a sport and has heard somebody say, "You're not gonna let somebody walk in your house and take what's yours," and so it's upon us to be able to create that mantra, that idea that, you know, when we play at home, you know, every game is important, but when we play at home, it's important for us to be able to, you know, maintain that protection of home field. And they don't call it home field advantage for nothing. And I feel like we have, because of our fans, because of the atmosphere, because of the elements, you know, we have a huge advantage playing at home. And it's upon us to make sure that we take advantage of that opportunity when we do get a chance to have it.
Court, did you rely on last year's film against the Bengals a little more than you would another game because it was so recent, or is that last year it doesn't matter?
Yeah, shoots. I mean, they got a new D coordinator. Their D coordinator actually went to Indianapolis, if I'm not mistaken. So in terms of scheme, not as much. In terms of technique and play style from some of the guys, yes, because they do have some guys that have returned, some guys that I can go and watch and see how they played us, how their, you know, attitude is on the field, their play style, being able to understand, you know, kind of what to expect in the run game and the pass game, some tendencies that they may give whenever, you know, certain coverages are coming, when certain pressures are coming. So being able to kind of peep just different guys' personality is something I can go back to. But in terms of scheme, there isn't much there just because they have a new D coordinator. So, yeah.
Court, after losing the way that you guys have the last couple of weeks,
Yep.
I know you're only 4 weeks in, but is there a little bit of a bump in urgency after those types of games?
Urgency. I feel like there's a sense of urgency in each week. 'Cause each week is just as important. I would leave it at that. Just that. There is no other adjective, adverb, however you want to describe it, used to describe it. But I don't think there's anything else outside of, you know, each week is important. Each practice is important. Each film study is important. Every meeting, everything that we do to prepare for the week is equally as important. And I would say, and I'm sure you guys have heard Coach talk about the importance of the debrief, and I think that's something that, you know, we have leaned on really heavy, because, you know, I'm sure you guys also heard Coach talk about the importance of the race to improve over the first few weeks of the season. And so I would say that if you combine both of those, I think that the urgency would lean towards those two things. Making sure that we have a sense of urgency in understanding the importance of the debrief, and understanding the urgency in needing to improve and eliminate the things that we're doing to hurt ourselves in these games. Because I mean, we have we played perfect? No. Have we had opportunities to win these past couple of games? Yes. And it's upon us to be able to eliminate those things that are handicapping us from being able to find success at the, you know, in a full 4-quarter game.
Or you look at other receivers around the league, can you look at a T. Higgins or Jamar Chase and say, like, there's certain things I appreciate about their game, and have you got to know either of those guys ever?
Yeah, shoots. Man, I'm an avid football fan in terms of other receivers. Man, I love watching film, and I may be watching a defense, and I'll see another team's receiver, run a route, and I'm like, wow, that was a great route. And then I'm like, all right, let me go see what this guy got going on, and go watch a couple of his targets, and just see kind of what that person has going on. But I've been a fan of Jamar and T. Watching those guys play, man, they play with such a swag and such a style that it's fun to be able to watch other receivers have fun playing this sport. Because it's what we do is a very competitive sport, and there's a lot of talent that's constantly being pumped into our league. And so to be able to see these guys come in and have the success they've had, doing things that they do, and they're both guys that do things differently but very well at what they do. And I think that's something that I enjoy watching, is to see the things that they do well, and what they excel at. And then also, I tell you all the time, I'm a thief when it comes to watching film. If I see guys do something that works for them, I might say, how can I incorporate that into my game? Because obviously it's something that works really well for them. We might have some body types. It may be a way they ran a route in a scheme versus a certain scheme. And I just try to figure out ways to incorporate different things to my game so that I can be maximizing the abilities that I have.
You have at least 50 receiving yards in 5 of the 6 Monday night games that you played in. Is there something to that? Do you get up a little more for these Monday night games? Coincidence?
Man, it's crazy, and it's gonna sound so wild. I grew up watching a lot of football growing up, and there was a lot that I learned in terms of how the league works, in terms of divisional games, in terms of primetime games. I thought everyone was given, hey, here's 5 primetime games. I didn't know that, hey, you gotta kind of earn them joints. And so after learning, understanding, how the importance of them, and how you really understand the significance of everybody in the country is watching this Monday night game, this Sunday night game, this Thursday game. The Saturday Christmas games now. When you're on primetime TV, understanding that everyone is watching you. And I won't say that I sit there and put this huge significance on it, but I also do understand the significance, and I understand that there's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity to be able to go out there and showcase what we work on in the dog days of training camp. When we're out here working on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, working our way up to the game. So to be able to we understand all the hard work that we put into the week, and it's that's Monday or Sunday, whatever it may be, is the time that we get to go cash that in. And so it's just trying to go out there and showcase our abilities, showcase our God-given talents that we've been given, and letting our light shine as bright as we can. And the lights are the brightest on those days, so gotta go do what we gotta do.
All right, Courtland, thank you.
Appreciate y'all.